Hello, I am back again because when I did that tutorial on boxing corners, I was sloppy with it and I realized I didn't use the method that I was wanting to show you. I was trying to remember it and I just went completely blank. It let me move little nose Joe out of the way here. And can you see what I'm doing here? Yeah, okay. Now, now this is the liner, and I've already sewn it together, right sides together. I'm clipping the corners because you want to be able to, this clipping the corners is very important. Don't skip this, okay? The teacher that was showing me this new method said it didn't even matter if you cut the sewing, but let's not do that. Okay, now, an essential part of this is to sew the seams open, to iron these seams open. And that was the step that made it a little less, I wanted you to watch me clip that. So I'm going to sew this open real quick. I'm going to come right back. I'm over here. You can hear me. Don't be frightened. I'm not going to leave you. Yahusha said he'll never leave you nor forsake you. And I won't leave you as long as he allows me to be here to instruct you. I am going to keep on teaching you. It's a little bit awkward sewing this up. Ironing this part open. And I'm just doing it off camera just because it's easier. Uh-oh. I only sing when I'm nervous, folks. Okay, here we go. I'm almost done. In fact, I could come over there and do it, but I'm not going to because I've only got one more side. I'm getting so much faster. And my hands aren't shaking so much today. Yahusha's blessed me with a little bit more calmness. Stay calm. Do you remember back in the day when everybody was saying stay calm and do this? Well, you could stay calm and sew. Lou's got a poster where he collected all these sayings on it, like stay calm and keep Torah, stay calm and pray. I can't remember all these funny things. And since we have our new website, we haven't been able to get all the posters back on because I couldn't save anything from our old website. Oh boy. This one last thing is giving me a little fits. Okay, all right. I hurried through that. Now here's the trick that I didn't tell you. This is the trick. Start at this end. This is the end that you put the seams together. And you can clip it or you can pin it. I'm going to pin mine. Here's my pin cushion. Okay. Okay, see what I've done? And we're going to put this together. Oh, I should have ironed that, but I didn't. Okay, now see, we've got these points. Am I in the camera? Yes. Okay, we've got the points that you can see very clearly. That's why we clipped them off, so that you can see right where the points are. Now, the instructor that was showing us how to do this suggested that you put a pin straight through this seam and make sure it pokes out there. Okay, the pin went through that seam, it's through this seam, and through that seam. Can you see it if I bring it up a little closer? Look, the pin is going through this seam and coming out the other side through that seam. That's how we know that we've got it perfectly lined up. Now I'm going to pin this one down and turn it down this way. Turn this over. Now, we've got it perfectly lined up. Now we can measure. And I'm going to line this up with this line. Is that in your view? Yes. I'm going to line this up with this line, making sure that it's straight. I'm going to take my ruler. Oh, and by the way, please like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that because that's not my ultimate purpose. My ultimate purpose is just to teach you. Okay, now I'm coming down. I'm making this 1 inch. That's what I did for this one. I did this 1 inch. Where's my chalk? Let me roll across here. That didn't show up. Where's my other chalk? Come on. Okay. I'm going to pin that so I don't lose it. This is the first time I've used this method, but when I saw her demonstrate it, I got so excited. I said, that's it. And I had to show you all how to do it again. All right. I'm going to take this out so that I can line it up. I'm lining this up. Am I within the sight? Here. I'm lining this up. The point is right there. I'm going to take this straight over to the sewing machine. Where's the sewing machine? There it is. Here we go. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Here we go, loop-de-lie. Almost forgot what I was doing. And no, I did not back stitch. I forget to do the back tacking, the back, oh, wrong side. I'm going to back tack this one. Okay, here we go. Now we've got this, don't we? We've got this perfectly set up. Where do we go? No? There we are. I'm going to cut right along that. I'm going to give it a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Don't cut these threads. Voila! I did it, 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 I did it. I'm so excited. I did it, I did it. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, can you see? No, I'm too close. Can you see that? Let me pull it in right side out. Here we go. Here we go. I just want you to see it. I did it right this time. There. Can you see that? I'm going to lay that right there so you can gander at it. Yes, you can see that. And see how it gives you, and like I told you when I boxed this one, there's just enough room for BY&V and a fossilized customs. The next step, once you've done that, we are so close to being finished. You've heard me say that before. Oh, you know what I forgot to do. Where's my seam ripper? We've done this before too, haven't we? Here's my seam ripper. I forgot to leave a hole to pull the thing through. Well, I've shown you before how to rip seams. So we're going to go in here. I was so excited about getting that done. It's a little tricky when you're starting in the middle. Let me get this. Come on. Getting it started is the hardest thing to do. Getting to start. All right, I can't see my cataracts, folks. Makes it really hard for me to see, so I'm going to bring it over here to this light and see if I can. I have an appointment to see the eye doctor so he can assess my cataracts. I've been praying about it for years, and praying about it, and not just, I mean, and waiting for Yahusha to guide me. And you know what? Every time I talk to somebody about cataract surgery, I always hear good reports. Speaking of good reports, do you remember the 10 lepers that came to Yahusha and they asked him to heal them? He healed all 10 of them, and he says, go and wash yourself and show yourselves to the priest, because was what they were required to do. That was the law, the Torah. Oh, look, I got it started. Well, the 10 rushed back to town, and they were all headed to the priest, or to wash themselves and see the priest. See how easy that works? And one of them came back and bowed down before him and thanked him for healing him. And Yahusha said, but there were 10 of you. Where are the other 10? Where are the other 9? Don't be like the other 9. If you have something, a pain, even if you just have a headache, okay? Like I don't know, I think it's my eyes, but every morning I seem to wake up, I think that's enough. I seem to wake up with a headache. And I ask Yahusha to heal the headache. And you know how headaches are? They tend to go away and you don't know that they went away. Can you see what I'm doing now? I'm turning this inside out. Well, so Lou will ask me, how's your headache? And I go, oh, thank you for asking me, because I had not realized my headache had gone away. And then immediately, I thank Yahusha. That's why it was important for me to know that my headache had gone away. Have you ever experienced that? Sometimes if you've got a pain, you notice it when it's being a pain, but you don't notice it when it goes away, because it's not supposed to be there to begin with. So every time my headache would go away, I would thank Lou for pointing that out to me. Okay, now what I've done here is I've put right sides together, okay? And this one seems to be a little bit taller than this one, but that's going to be okay, because it's going to be on the outside, and I'll make up the slack when I sew it together. So I'm going to let you go. I'm not going to hang you on with this, because the next step, well, what do you want? Do you want to hang on with this? Let me see how long I've been talking. I've only been talking 16 minutes. I think that's enough. The next step is to sew this all the way around here. And you know how I am. Before I start sewing, and I'm not going to let you watch me sew it this time. We'll sew it next time. We're going to line these seams together. Oh, can't talk with the pen in my mouth. Now, I don't know why this is still sticking up here. I've just got to bring it down. Apparently, I was off just a little bit. I'm going to work this out and have it ready for the next video. Anyway, my point is, don't be like the other 9. If Yahusha answers a prayer or heals you from something, whether it's long-term or quickly, make sure you give thanks, because he loves a thankful soul, okay? Be grateful for everything. Hallelujah. I love you. Be the bride. Shalom.